what is it that you're bringing? What is that unique quality that you are bringing that all life needs now?
A way out. That's what we badly all need, a way out. That means the Earth has actually started to die. It's not that the Earth will possibly die. The Earth has actually started to die. And for some reason, there is a small window of hope, reasons too technical and actually too secretive for me to even allude to. There is no time anymore for messages. Messages came and came and came. The children of God came all the time to say basically the same thing: be good instead of being bad. We are all one here. Give instead of taking. Okay, love is universal. There is no separation between all things. It's no time for messages. What it's time for right now is proofs. What I call empiricism, not empiricism, but from the proof, the example. People need model at that point to understand that they also can be associated to this great shift, not being excluded. So that's why one of my ideas was always to create a provocation. Because I'm a scientist, it's easy for me to have the doors open of universities and laboratories and make experiments completely impossible to make. Cells burned by a laser in the nucleus, we take half of those cells, working in triple blind system. All the cells I'm taking care of don't die. All the cells I'm not taking care of course, die. We can go even further. That can be done from a distance, on simultaneously on several samples of cells. And then we can go even further in absolutely heterodox experiment, up to the point where people would be ready to see me as a new prophet, a new Messiah, and then hold your horses. The idea is you all are Messiah and prophet then, and you're all associated to what I have to do, and I'm not, once again, above anybody here on this planet. It's for me to teach anyone. We take kids, South Central America, in the Bronx, pushing drugs, the dregs of your own society, the hopeless. Let me spend half an hour with 6 of them, and I will guarantee that half an hour later, they'll make exactly the same experiment with the same rate of success I have done myself, which means that I've just unfrozen your own powers that exist within everyone. I just happen to have been unfrozen in time, awakened in time, and nothing else. If you put an appliance that keeps someone from hearing when he's a baby, after a few months, the brain not having happened to hear, you're deaf. The same, you're blind, you're agasic, anosmic, you cannot taste, you cannot smell. I have learned a few things, you haven't, but this is possible to reawaken, to unfreeze this power. I just happen to have more than your 5 senses. Hence, the difficulty for me to explain what it is. It's like trying to explain someone being born blind with a painting of Michelangelo or Botticelli. And once again, the only semantic tool, the only link I can have with you for you to understand is the experiment. Experiment and experiment again.
Yes.
The proof.
Yeah.
People are tired of anything else right now, and we're running out of time. We need proofs, we need tools, and that's why I'm here to bring tools, to re-empower people. That's what they need the most. Not freedom, not a new message, not a new enlightenment, just tools. Very down to earth, literally, and matter of the fact. Being of service. We are the servants. Humans are not only animals, they are animals with free will. They are animals with a special gift, the gift of choosing, which gives us a lot of duties, the gift to protect, to serve, and to love. And that's where we can be completely fulfilled. There is no other way we can be fulfilled, but in doing our own duty, which is divine in essence. This goes back to the first co-divine delegation. We are all divine. The divine is without and also within. And that's in that cooperation, this cooperative work of co-creation with the divine, that we can be completely fulfilled. Right now, we are not in the process of co-creating. We're in the process of trying to atone for what we have done, trying to bail out from an imminent destruction, and get ready for the shift that's going to happen no matter what. Let's hope it would happen painlessly and without too much convulsion, rather than happen in a cataclysmic way, which is actually long overdue. But the more people will be associated to this atonement, the more we can convince the higher forces that have already planned the cleansing, the catharsis of this planet, okay, hold your horses, there is maybe a way. They start to understand something. When 12,000 years ago, sorry. When 12 years ago, when I was to Greenland, I wanted to reintroduce the mammoth in Greenland. Very handy, by the way, to bring goods from the east to the west, through the inland seas, through the ice. It was also a way, it would have cost just a couple of $1,000,000, just about cloning cells that already exist into an elephant. It would have been a way to show, let's say God, hey, look at what those little monkeys have done. They have destroyed the mammoth themselves, you know? And now they are smart enough to reintroduce it. Okay. So they start to get the point. They start to understand that not only they need to preserve what can still be preserved, but they can even be acting in a proactive way and atone concretely for what they have done. Reintroduce the mammoth. We can reintroduce a lot of species, the wolf of Tasmania, anything. But my project, my real project, is called IMAGO, I-M-A-G-O, which in terms of psychoanalysis means a state of perfect completion. In terms of entomology, insect is the perfect insect after a larval life. Sometimes the IMAGO state lasts only 1 day, but what a day. We all are larvae compared to our own potential. And there is an evolutionary leap that's long overdue, actually that has been blocked by those forces of chaos, those forces of destruction. For millions of years, remember I'm a paleontologist and I know exactly what I'm talking about. Just thinking that your immediate ancestors, Cro-Magnon, had a brain of 2.2 liters, where today it's 1.4, and with much better convolution, you know, and a much better wiring, not unlike a whale or a killer whale or a dolphin, and it's only 40,000 years ago. Just try to imagine humanity of a couple of million years ago, which has nothing to do with the ape. Nothing, nothing, nothing. There is a leap that's long overdue, and that's my project, to turn everyone from its larval state into an imago complete being. They have stopped that path toward a real humanity. We are not even using our brain at more than 10%. If only we could use it at 100, it wouldn't be so bad, but we can do much better than that. And go back to true humanity. That's exactly my idea, in which there is no separation between all beings, there is no separation between the mind, the soul, the body, one another, parents with children, children with family, family with the village with the country with the world, and the world with the universe, and with God. All one, oneness, unity, that's the whole point. That's what we have all forgotten. I know that at one point you want to ask me also about a non-local event, and all that. That has everything to do with that, precisely. That means when I'm taking care of someone, you know, from 1 inch or 1,000 miles, just the same. There is no separativeness. There is no separation between things. If only you could have 1 sense more than you have, as I do. The way you'll see the universe, the way I'm seeing you or this camera is so different. There is no difference between the atoms of the wall and new atom. Everything is a flux. Everything is a movement of energy all the time. There is no life and death then. There is a perpetual continuation. And naturally, there is no distance. The greatest secret of the universe. There is no time. All experiments in physics prove there is no time. Each time we put time to the test, it doesn't exist. And yet, tell me of one human that can write a book or a simple chapter on an atemporal story. How can it be possible to even conceive? And since there is no time, there is no space. Space, time, it's one single continuum. Actually, there is no reality. That's why it's so easy for me to surf, to switch between this multiple dimensional, multi-reality universe and make things impossible happen. They were impossible in one little reductionistic reality, but in another one, they were so simple to organize. You could do it, anyone can do it. I just happen to be the one right now with a key.